Have you ever picked something up, maybe a gadget or, I don't know, even just a well-made tool, and just wondered what's really going on inside?
Oh, absolutely. All that hidden complexity.
Right. We use these incredibly intricate things every day, but we hardly ever get a peek under the hood, so to speak.
Hmm.
Well, today we're doing a deep dive into a world where things are actually designed to show off that fascinating interior.
Ah, the world of watchmaking.
Exactly. We are stepping into horology today. And specifically, we're focusing on a really quite special watch, the Chronoswiss Opus Purple Rain.
Celebrating 30 years of the Opus, right. A real milestone.
Precisely. It's not just a new watch. It marks 3 decades of a pioneering concept in mechanical chronographs.
Yeah.
So our mission here is to take the sources you've gathered, detailing its history, the design, the mechanics, and really pull out the key insights.
So you walk away really getting why this watch mattered.
Exactly. Why it's significant, the philosophy behind it, and, what makes it stand out.
Okay, so where do we start? Probably with the founder, Gerd Ridgerling.
Good call. He founded Chronoswiss back in 1983. Passed away just last year, sadly.
A true master watchmaker. But what was his driving mission back then? It was a strange time for watches.
Yeah, what was so revolutionary about his approach, especially then?
Where his core mission was, frankly, pretty bold, to protect and push forward traditional mechanical watchmaking.
During the quartz crisis.
Exactly. I mean, quartz technology was basically taking over the entire industry. It felt like mechanical watches were done for.
So he was swimming against the current.
Totally. It was like backing vinyl when CDs were booming. But he was a visionary. He was known for pioneering features, especially the open-worked mechanical chronograph, showing the movement.
Which is key to the Opus story, isn't it?
It's fundamental. His foresight really paved the way.
So, okay, he sets up this company with this mission. What was the big aha moment, the game changer that really brought this idea of revealed mechanics to life? You mentioned the original Opus in 1995.
That was it. 1995, the launch of the first Chronoswiss Opus. That was huge because it was the very first serially produced, self-winding, skeletonized chronograph.
The first one ever produced in series like that.
Yes. Before that, skeletonization was mostly, super niche, one-off custom work.
Right.
This watch put the movement architecture front and center, right on the dial. It took this functional thing, the chronograph, and turned it into, the source called it an object of visual fascination.
Which it really is. It blurred that line between engineering and pure art.
Completely. And that core idea, that philosophy, it's stuck.
Yeah, you see it in the later Opus models, too. They don't hide the mechanics. They almost amplify them with, bright colors, interesting materials.
Exactly. And that brings us nicely to 2025, the 30th anniversary.
And the reason for our deep dive today. The Chronoswiss Opus Purple Rain.
The name alone tells you something's up.
It does. The sources say it's a limited edition, obviously, and designed to be one of the most striking executions yet for the anniversary. So what gives it that look?
Well, first off, the material and color. It's grade 5 titanium for the case.
Strong and light.
Very. And then it has this really vivid purple CVD coating.
CVD, chemical vapor deposition.
That's the one. It's not just paint. It's a high-tech coating, super hard, scratch-resistant, adds that intense color, but also durability.
Okay. And size-wise?
It's 41 millimeters across, 14.8 millimeters thick. Pretty standard dimensions for a modern chrono.
Yeah.
And 100 meters water resistance, so it's practical too.
And it still looks like a Chronoswiss, right? The signature
Oh,
sign.
yeah, definitely. You've got the big onion crown, that's classic Chronoswiss, the knurled bezels top and bottom, and those short lugs with the Autobloc system.
The quick strap change thing.
Yeah, really handy. And then, crucially, a curved sapphire crystals front and back. Double anti-reflective coating.
So you get a really clear view inside.
Unobstructed views, as the source puts it. You really see everything.
And what you're seeing, that open-work dial, it keeps the usual Opus layout.
It does. Small seconds at 9. 30-minute counter up at 12. 12-hour counter down at 6.
And the date.
Date subdial.
Over at 3 o'clock. It's the classic arrangement.
Now, you mentioned earlier skeleton watches can sometimes be, hard to actually read the time on. All that visual clutter.
That's the big challenge, yeah. Legibility versus artistry.
But the Purple Rain seems to tackle this head-on. How do they make it readable despite all that complexity?
This is where it gets clever. They've used galvanic black for the bridges.
Okay.
And contrasted that with this ultraviolet, purple CVD-coated framework underneath. That contrast really helps define the different parts.
So the functional bits stand out from the decorative bits.
Pretty much. Plus, you've got rhodium-plated hands, Breguet Losange style, quite elegant and printed scales. They're designed specifically to stay visible.
So it's not just about looking cool, it's also about still being a functional watch.
Exactly. It's a balancing act, and they seem to have nailed it here.
Okay, let's dive deeper then, right into the heart of it. The movement. It's the Chronoswiss Calibre C.741S.
And the sources emphasize this isn't just a standard movement they bought in. It's an extensively modified ETA Valjoux 7750. What does that modification actually involve?
Well, it's pretty significant. We're talking full skeletonization, obviously. They strip it right down.
Taking material away to reveal the work in.
But then they build it back up with high-end finishing. Those galvanic black bridges have perlage, that circular graining pattern.
The little dots. Nice detail.
Very nice. Polished screws, a finely finished escape wheel, and pallet lever. Things you don't normally see on a standard 7750.
So it's about elevation, taking a reliable workhorse and making it horlogerie.
Precisely. And you can see that through the back, too. The rotor, the part that winds the watch, is also skeletonized and purple CVD coated with Côte de Genève stripes. Very nicely done.
Looks good. But how does it perform?
It runs at 28,800 vibrations per hour, which is standard high beat. Delivers a 46-hour power reserve. Also pretty standard, but solid.
And internally, any special components?
Yes, good point. It uses a glue-cedar balance.
Okay, what does that mean for, the average person?
Better stability. Glue-cedar is an alloy that's very resistant to temperature changes, so it helps keep the timekeeping consistent whether it's hot or cold.
I see.
It also has a Niverox hairspring, which is anti-magnetic, another plus for accuracy, and Autobloc shock protection.
So, reliable and precise, not just pretty.
That's the idea. They've engineered robustness right into the core of the art.
Okay, beyond the mechanics, are there any other sort of unique touches, things that give it extra personality?
There's one really fun one, the strap.
Oh yeah, what about it?
It's delivered on a white leather strap, but it's UV-reactive.
UV-reactive. So, like those color change t-shirts?
Kind of. It's white when you're indoors.
Okay.
But take it out into the sunlight and boom, it turns vivid purple to match the case.
No way.
Yeah.
That's playful. I like that.
It's a cool touch, definitely adds character, a nod to the Purple Rain name perhaps, but in its own way.
And this isn't something you'll see everywhere, I guess. It's limited.
Very limited. Production is capped at just 30 pieces worldwide.
Wow. Okay. 30. That's properly exclusive.
Definitely.
And the price reflects that, I imagine.
It does. We're looking at CHF, 14,600.
Plus francs.
Or 16,200 euros or 17,700 US dollars.
So definitely in the luxury category, but for a limited, heavily modified, skeletonized chrono, maybe not outrageous.
For what it is, it's positioned within that niche, yeah.
Okay, so let's try and wrap this up. What are the big takeaways from this deep dive into the Opus Purple Rain?
I think it's a fantastic example of blending tradition with really bold, modern innovation.
Right, that history of Lang fighting the quartz crisis now leading to that.
Exactly. It shows how a watch can be a serious precision instrument and a piece of wearable art simultaneously. It really embodies that Chronoswiss mission. Make the inside visible, make it beautiful.
Yeah, and I think understanding the why behind it all, like why skeletonize beyond just looks, or why use specific materials like titanium and CVD, or the details in the movement finishing, it really deepens your appreciation, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It moves beyond just liking the color purple. You start to see the layers of engineering and craft. It's about getting that knowledge quickly, but properly.
And seeing how it changes how you view the object.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe a final thought to leave everyone with.
Mm-hmm.
The Opus Purple Rain is all about revealing its inner beauty, its complexity.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder what other things in our daily lives, things we just think of as functional, might have this hidden artistry or fascinating engineering inside if we just, took a moment to look closer.
That's a great question. How much hidden design do we just walk past every day?
Something to think about.